Hi everybody. I know you've been having trouble working on a works cited page for your research paper, so I thought I'd show you some basics on how to set it up. So the first thing here is you'll notice at the top there's a header and it says last name and then the page number. So when you set up your research paper, you do need page numbers and it should have your last name with your page number on it. Then notice it says works cited. That is center, but that's the only thing that is centered in this whole document. Okay? Um, so make sure it says works cited. It's the same font, size 12, Times New Roman. Also notice that this is in alphabetical order. Sorry, this is not in alphabetical order. So they have one that's kind of out of order. The rest of it is in order, so they did a pretty good job on that. But notice it's got a last name, comma, first name. Then I told you that the title should have been in italics. I got that wrong, so I'm sorry. It should be quotation marks, then the title, and then end quotation marks. The publisher is in italics. Okay, and then the date it was published, the actual URL, and when you access the information. Okay, so I told you that the title is italics. I got that backwards, and I'm sorry about that, but you know, that's all right. We're fixing it now. Okay, if you do not see this video and you still turn it in with it italicized, I'm not going to be mad because I did it to you. Okay, you can look through. They have a lot of sources listed on here, lots of different types of sources. It's pretty easy to figure out, but I thought I would give you an example of what to do. The other thing I put in here is like a how-to guide on how to actually cite different things. So like if you have a book or a poem or short story, encyclopedia reference, whatever you happen to have for sources, it'll show you how to actually cite it correctly. So I put that in Google Classroom for you as well. The other thing I want to talk about for sure is how to actually set up your hanging indent on a Google Doc. So I'm going to open a new one. Whoops, here we go. A new document. And we're going to pretend like I've already had all of my research papers done. So first I got to set my font correct. Size 12, Times New Roman. And then I'm going to center, and this says works cited. Then we've got left aligned. Okay, so just like I used this one this morning, I'll just add it here. Pass English 4. Okay. Comma. Then we have date it was published. Let's do 10 October 2019. Okay. Then we'd have the URL. Oops. And then we accessed on 11 November 2020. Okay, so now there's my citation. Well, obviously, this is not moved over enough. So in order to create the hanging indent, you've got your triangle here with the line across it. You want to move the triangle over until it's at the 1/2 inch. It will move the whole thing. Then you take the little smaller bar and you move it back to this line. That will give us our hanging indent. Okay, make sure it's all the way over there. There is a space in between the works cited and here, and so there's your first citation. Now if I did a second one, it'd be like this. okay, and then whatever my citation happens to be. So that is how you create a hanging indent. You don't actually use the Google Doc on your iPad for this because you can't get this ruler to show up on the iPad. So you're going to have to actually go on your computer and you're going to open your Google Doc of your research paper on your computer. If you did not write your research paper in Google Docs, you're going to have to copy your paper and add it to Google Docs to set it up. All right. If you have any questions, please email me. All right. I want to make sure that you actually know how to have a works cited page in there correctly. And remember, your paper is due on Friday. It needs to be printed out. So please make sure you have a works cited page and in-text citations. And remember, if I was using the first art one here, your in-text citation would look like this, right after your paragraph ended, or if you're paraphrasing, or right after the direct quote. So if the direct quote was, turn in all of your work on time, the end quotes, sorry, no period, it'd be end quotes, butcher, and then period, if that was what my citation was. If you're using the author, like according to the author, English 4, she states, okay, and then whatever I happen to say. Whoops, let's spell according correctly. Hey, what do you know? See, I'm not perfect, guys. So according to the author, Kelly Butcher, in her article, How to Pass English 4, she states, all right, so you can use that as an in-text citation. Don't do it all the time, but you can kind of use those kind of quotes to help you cite your sources. And remember, you have to have 5 sources in this document in order for you to get the full points. If you have any questions, please email me. I hope this clarified things a little bit better for you. If you're still confused, please let me know and I'll help you as much as I can. Talk to you later.